Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Proving Grounds. We're here for Proving Grounds Live. Roger Mendez is here.
Now, it's come to my attention that a majority of you are very good friends with Mr. Warren over here. So, just in case my information was wrong, how many of you actually know Jalen on a personal level? You love him, he's your friend, he's one of you. He relates to your daily struggles. He looks in the mirror and he sees all of you. So Jalen, they're gonna play your music, you're gonna come in here and do the entrance you saw as a kid, because you're such a mark for this. So I'll let you have that. Come on. Beat him up, Jalen.
Strong words from Roger Mendez, but he's gonna regret those words because here comes the Outcast. Jalen W, the Outcast is here. He is not going to be disrespected here by Roger Mendez. These two have met in the past here, Warriors of Wrestling, and we are colliding here once again. Jalen versus Roger.
When you disappoint every single one of them, you're gonna fail.
Roger continuing with the mental games, getting into the mind of not only Jalen, but also his supporters here. Crowd rallying behind Jalen. Matchup about to start. Jalen's ready. Roger's ready. Bell has rung. Here on Proving Grounds Live, Roger versus Jalen. And look at this. Excellent maneuver there from Jalen. Out wrestling Roger, wrapping all around him there. And Jalen has a lot to prove right now. He has a lot riding on this matchup. Strong words from Roger Mendez. And Roger rolls out of the way there, rolls back, and gets control of the arm. Jalen able to sneak out under him, pulls out the legs, and Jalen back in control. So that's the thing going on here. Roger has always been a loudmouth, always known to disrespect his opponent, play the mind games. But I think that has lit a fire under Jalen, because not only did Jalen get disrespected, but also all these people here to watch Jalen, to support Jalen, some of Jalen's friends. And Jalen is here looking to put down Roger Mendez once and for all. Crowd once again cheering for the Outcast as Roger has waist control and Jalen able to take control and roll up Roger there, count of one, and a headlock taken there by Roger. Roger sent off the ropes, shoulder tackle to Jalen. Oh, and Jalen goes to get him, went for the drop down. Now Jalen leaps over and a textbook clean arm drag. Excellent. And Jalen is back on top. Jalen calling for one more arm drag, second arm drag. And Jalen is on top. Crowd once again supporting the Outcast here. And a knee strike straight to the gut. Roger sends him to the rope. Jalen able to float over. And a hip toss from Jalen. Jalen right now is rolling. Momentum firmly in his corner. Roger, you can see it on his face. He doesn't know what hit him. He came out here expecting an easy fight. He came out here expecting to dominate Jalen, to disrespect Jalen. And now it's a suplex from Jalen. Excellent suplex, count of two this time. Jalen calling for one more suplex. Oh, and Roger Mendez goes for the throat. Goes for the neck. Sends Jalen into the corner now. Rolls backwards. Here comes Roger. Full momentum. Bang. Connects in the corner. And another vicious blow there. And now this is what Roger wanted. Oh, look at that. Just disrespectful, punishing, painful. This is what Roger wanted. He wanted to punish Jalen. He wanted to disrespect him. He wanted Jalen on the ground where Roger can control the pace of this matchup. And look at this. Just walking all over Jalen at this point. Taking his time. Strikes to the ribs from Jalen, trying to find himself back into this fight. A strike to the face. Jalen, second strike. Jalen sends Roger. Roger reverses it. Went for a back body drop. Oh, DDT out of nowhere. DDT out of nowhere. Could that be the end of the matchup here? If only he was able to get a cover on. Wait a minute, what is this? That's the man, Chris Romano, and he is jumping Jalen here. What? I don't understand why he would do this. He's getting to Roger. I guess he saw that Roger had a moment of weakness there. And now we have these two guys, Chris Romano and, oh, there he is. The last Bronx Italian, Frankie Costanzo, fighting off Roger and Chris Romano.
You ain't doing that. You ain't doing that to these people. You're not doing that to my people. These are my people. As much as I hate these people. So I propose, since you were in this main event, how about the impromptu tag team main event? Me and Jalen against you two scumbags.
Frankie Costanzo laying down the proposition, a tag team matchup. Everyone wants to see it. Jalen and the last Bronx Italian taking on Roger and Chris Romano. Matchup is restarting.
Midnight Classics 2000.
Roger Mendez and Chris Romano, the Midnight Classics 2000.
And you guys already got Jalen W from HRC in the Bronx.
And Jalen and the LBI. New matchup about to start here on Proving Grounds Live Edition. Frankie Costanzo electing to start this matchup. Very wise. Give Jalen a bit of a second after that beatdown from Roger Mendez. Referee has called for the bell. Here we go. Matchup underway. Roger Mendez in the headlock here from Frankie Costanzo. And it is interesting that Roger Mendez start this match. He was just the recipient of a brutal DDT from Jalen. But I guess he's just so much anger now. Now he wants to disrespect yet another competitor in the ring. An innovative escape there from the last Bronx Italian, Frankie Costanzo. Trying to get the crowd behind him here, standing up for his friend Jalen as Roger assumes wrist control here. Rolls, tips up. Great athleticism on display here from Frankie Costanzo as he controls the wrist here. We haven't seen much of him in Warriors of Wrestling here on Proving Grounds, but we're getting a taste here, and he is right now in control of a former Warriors of Wrestling heavyweight champion, former tag team champion, Roger Mendez. But Roger Mendez showing exactly who he is. Headlock takeover. And he has maintained control. Some strikes to the ribs here. And that allowed him to grab the headlock takeover from the LBI here. Right now, this matchup in favor of Frankie and Jalen as he gets sent off the ropes. Roger able to jump over. Roger rolls back. Frankie able to roll through. Slows down the momentum. Oh, and an uppercut applied off the ropes he goes. Clothesline takes him out. And Frankie is fired up and he wants to get Jalen involved in this matchup. Tag made to Jalen. Jalen, the outcast, sends him off the ropes with Frankie. Double drop kick from Jalen. And Frankie, 1-2. Count of 2. Jalen now. Suplex So Roger connects. And Jalen is fired up here in this matchup. Kind of 1, 2. And able to kick out is Roger. Roger staying in this matchup. Frankie and Jalen controlling Roger. Now these two send him off at the same time. Double hip toss. Frankie, 1, 2. Able to kick out was Roger. In control so far, Jalen and Frankie here. And look at that. Roger Mendez with a cheap maneuver here. Looking to gain control in this matchup here. Just like he did with Jalen. And now look at this. Choking him in front of his supporters here. Roger Mendez in control, and here comes the man. This is not who you want to be against in there. You don't want to get the man in there. You don't want Chris Romano, because look what he does. He brings you in and he brutalizes you with a side slam. 1, 2. And that's the impact that the man has. The second he gets in the ring, a brutal side slam, wasting no time. Sends him into the corner, but able to fight back. Frank Costanzo able to fight back, creating some space, going after him. Oh, and he gets redirected there. And now Romano. Oh, DDT! DDT from Chris Romano. And look at this, a pin, just the fingers. That allowed him to kick out. If Romano could have put his full pressure on a full pin, he might have won the match up there. But his cockiness got in the way. And he waited, he went to poke the eye, but wait, he's wearing goggles. And the pain of Chris Romano with his fingers, this is allowing Frankie to fight back here. Blocks a strike, blocks a second strike, returning the favor. And Romano, third strike. And Romano on wobbly feet. He could be knocked out here trying to stay up. Chris Romano hits the ground, tumbles down. Cover, 1, 2. Able to stay in the match was Chris Romano. Frankie in control. Headlock. Trying to keep the pressure going. Oh, no, 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 no. And look at that. Back breaker. 1, 2. And Chris Romano back in control just like that. That's what I'm saying. The power of the man. He could just retake control just like that. Sends Roger back in the ring. Roger Mendez back in control. Pin from Roger, 1, 2. Kick out. And now look at this.
He told me to grab a hold in times like this, so I do it. You see?
Roger Mendez controlling right now. Crowd trying to rally behind Frankie here. Strikes. Some more strikes. Roger trying to keep the hold here. Sends him into the corner. He up and over. These two collide. Double clothesline. Center of the ring. And now look at Jalen. He is excited. He's ready to get back into this matchup. Everybody wants to see Jalen get in there. But waiting for him on the other side is the man, Chris Romano. It's going to be a tough moment here for Jalen as Roger has regained his composure. Tag has been made. Here comes the man. Here comes the outcast. And Jalen with the upper hand. Clothesline. Second clothesline sends him tumbling down. And now Jalen sends him to the corner. Jalen's fired up. Double knees. Sends him tumbling down. Jalen for the cover. 1, 2. No. Chris Romano stays in the match. And now Jalen reverse DDT. Got him there. 1, 2. And another kick out. Chris Romano stays in the match. Jalen calling for the end here, looking to put him away once and for all. Charging at him. Romano sidesteps. And Romano back suplex. Oh, brutal back suplex. Could end the match here. 1, 2, no. A kick out, and for reassurance, Frankie breaks it up. Frankie jumped into the ring here. And now Wavy's looking to stand up for Jalen. Kick to the gut. Hooks him. Looking for a suplex. Almost got the man over, and look at that. Kick to the gut. Off the ropes. Oh, a kick. Super kick. Straight to the jaw. And wait a minute, Jalen is in the ring here. Jalen. Bang. Flatliner from Jalen. 2, 3, cover. And Jalen and Frankie have defeated Roger Mendez and Chris Romano. What a matchup. Thank you all for joining us here on Proving Grounds Live.
Looks like Mr. Romano is back every time.